Hey folks, Jonathan here. Bought a couple trucks, or 3 trucks actually. This is the parts one. This one don't have a title. This is a 62 model Willys pickup. And this one has actually, someone's done some boxing of the frame and had a V8 in it at one time. You can see it's got the bell housing with the adapter. It was running the original transmission. And this is actually the parts truck. But it's pretty rough. But it's a 62 model. The bed is out for it, and the front end, I've got all of that. I just didn't have any engine for it. And like I said, it's just parts, and the bed's pretty rusty, but pieces and parts. But I'll show you the ones I'm going to do something with. I'm not necessarily going to fix them myself. They may get sold later on or something, but they was going to go to the scrap yard if I didn't do something. I do like the stainless package on that. I don't remember ever seeing one with that on it. I hadn't looked too hard either, but pretty neat. I'll walk around and show you the other. Okay folks, here's the bed that's off the one I just showed you. And it's rough as can be, but it's parts. You know, got bed sides and part of the uprights anyway, but tailgate's pretty neat on it. You know, it's a 1962 and you can see Jeep Road on it, and you can see the old four-wheel drive. Looks like I can actually see it better through the camera than I can see it in looking at it, so should come out, but it's pretty neat. One of these is a 1962, same year, but it's got a title, and the other one is a 1953, and it also has a title. Now these have engines in them, and a lot of spare parts. There's 3 extra hoods right there in the back. This is the 62, and now the door, he took off this and he's got it in the shop, so it goes with it. And that's really the only thing that's taken off of it. He took a driver's door off this one and a passenger's door off the 1953 over there because they was in real good shape, and he was going to take all the best parts and build one. But this one's got some bed issues too, but you know, that's straight sides, so that stuff's nothing, you know, for somebody to fix if they wanted to fix it. But this one's got the Super Hurricane. Super Hurricane 6-cylinder, and you know, it's probably locked up, and he said this one had ran 8 or 9 years ago or something like that. They had started it, but still got a little paint on it. It's in pretty good shape. It's not too bad. You know, they all are 4-wheel drive, of course. You know, the Willys are, but the only difference between that I've seen between the old 62 and the 53 is the back glass is a lot smaller, and that one's got a split windshield, and where these ones has got one-piece windshield. So, and I see this one's got a tailgate laying down there. And I don't know if it says anything on it or not. No. Probably just said Jeep on it. And maybe the 53 may have Willys on it. I figured one of them would. Yeah, it's got a big W on it. That's neat. So that's another difference. Yeah, I like that. But I think this 53 is actually the most solid one here. And I've got the back fenders, so all the parts was here. Like I said, good clear title with this one, and it's a current, recent title. It's not an old title that, you know, going to have trouble with. Somebody shot holes through the windshield, which flat glass is not a problem, and a few through the cab back there, but it's in pretty good shape. And let me see. Now this has got the 6 on it, but it don't have a 6-cylinder. This one's got an old 4-cylinder. Maybe we can find our snake. We found a snake out here the other day when I come out and looked at him. Big black snake, about 5 or 6 foot long. But yeah, a little 4-cylinder in this one. And oh, it is an L head. It sure is. I see the exhaust manifold in the block. But this has got intake valves on the top in the head, and then the exhaust valves are actually in the block. So it's half flathead, half overhead valve. So But body wise, you know, this thing here is actually not too bad. I really do like this one. Got the spare tire carrier. If I was going to fix one for myself, it would be the 53, and especially since the fact that, you know, it's got a title. But we're going to get them loaded up best we can. We're going to have a fun time getting in here to these. And that one there is pretty good. You know, got a title. It could be a good rat rod, somebody to build. But you know, it's kind of a shame to take the bodies off when they're 4-wheel drive. You know, pretty neat. But I'm going to have to haul them one at a time. I don't want to wheel lift behind the rollback with these. You know, the tires are definitely no good on them. Someone must have taken this one to the coast and went fishing. You see this a lot. If you don't live around the coast, you may not see it, but this is what everybody does when they go to the beach and go surf fishing. You know, you can pull up and put all your poles in your truck, and I guess if you get one big enough, you can back up and pull them out of the water. But I'm going to show you one more thing here. This is what I'm working with. I've got to get down this little hole here with the rollback, and then I got to back onto this foundation. There's not enough room right here to get in between, and even if I got between, you know, I'm not going to be able to get over to the truck. So I'm going to have to back over on top of this foundation, and I think it's about a little over foot tall, and then put the bed out over top of that, and then winch the truck up. I guess I'm going to get the 53 first, if I can get back here. If not, I'm going to have to tow the other one out front. We're going to have to get my skid steer down here or something to pull them out. See if we can get this one up out of here, and then make sure everything's tied down good, the hood's down good, and nothing's gonna fly out of it or anything. But we'll ease out of here. Boy, it's rough to get through there. Got to figure that truck is got a 21-foot bed on it, and the truck itself is probably another probably 10 feet, so 31 feet. Trying to come through here and go back and get around that building there. I don't know how it looks on camera, but it's damn sure rough. I almost need to move that lawnmower first, but I think we got in without moving it. We'll get out without moving it. All right, let's get out of here. And if you're wondering about my cable, I know you may have seen the strands messed up on my cable. I've got a new one there. I know it's not doing any good without it being on there, but I just hadn't had time. All right, let's get out of here. See the problem here with having a 21-foot bed. I don't know if you can see in the mirror or not how close that tree is, but the back end, when you turn this thing, you know, it swings out and around, so it makes it that much worse. So you got to keep an eye on the corners too. As soon as you clear a tree, you can cut. We have officially made it out. And I'm surprised. I didn't think I was going to be able to get back there. All right. You know, the bad part about it is there was a fourth truck, and he had already taken it to the junkyard, and they gave him $19 for it, and which is a shame. Everybody probably has a Willys story, because you know, everybody that is at least as old as I am have, you know, had some kind of an experience, whether they knew somebody that had one jacked up or with a V8 or something. Mine is when I was 8 years old, and my brother had a 1947 Willys Jeep, and we had took it and went mudding with it. That's what we called it, of course, but up in West Virginia, and we had tore a brake line off of the rear end, and of course, you know, a single stage master cylinder, we didn't have any brakes. And you know, you didn't do a whole lot of gearing down on them old transmissions. So we ended up hitting the back of a Ford truck, and we was going about as fast as that Jeep would do, you know, 45, 50 mile an hour. And my head went through the windshield, and I hit my teeth on the daggone flat dash, and so it messed me up. But that was my young experience with it. But anyway. Appreciate everybody watching, subscribing, and liking, and we'll get this rusty gold home, and maybe we'll find a new home for it, or maybe we'll do a rat rod build with one next fall or something. All right, bye.